Why do you think the majority of people are afraid of getting old? And they think that the solution is all this anti-aging stuff? No, the real cause of that fear comes from what we see around us. We see old people suffering illnesses. Their body is getting so deteriorated with spots and inflammation and different kinds of diseases. We see old people spending so much money on their medications, and so a lot of them live in poverty, depending on charities and on family members. A lot of them are old and lonely. Well, old obviously, but lonely because nobody calls them up, nobody visits them, because the majority of their friends have already passed away, or their family members have passed away because they were all in the same age range. So that's the reasons I was afraid of getting old, because of how the body changes so much, the poverty and the loneliness. But I'm not afraid of that anymore because I am remembering my tomorrow. And so I remember that vision of what I've seen in the past, but I have a different vision for myself. My vision is to have financial freedom, health in my mind, body, and soul, and my grandkids and cousins and their babies and friends coming over to visit me. So, and a companion as well. And so that's my vision for getting old. And how did I get to this point? By remembering my tomorrow. So right now, I am working on my health, on my mind, body, and soul. As far as my body, I try to go to the gym every day. If I don't go to the gym every day, at least I do some exercises here at home, like my push-ups, sit-ups, squats, and staying active. I challenge my brain every day by continuously reading, improving on my skills, challenging my brain to remember things, and doing these YouTube videos so I can remember what I read, and then I can apply it to my life. I challenge my soul by constantly seeking the guidance of God on how I can improve on my life and how I can be a better person, and make me reflect on my mistakes and progressing. Because beauty is more than just the physical. And then as far as taking care of the fear factor of loneliness, well, then you need to start working on the relationships. We can't just depend on our brothers and sisters, especially, or our friends that we have right now that are in our same age range, because then as we get older, we start losing people. So be open to having a friendship with a person that's 20 years younger than you. You know, if you have nieces and nephews, let's try to have a good relationship with them. Invite them over to your house and seek, be a good aunt, be a good uncle. Be there for all these little kids that are the kids of your nieces and nephews. And if you don't have an extended family, then you can volunteer somewhere and become friends with the parents. And I'm pretty sure there might be younger parents that are, like, say I'm 54, I can meet parents that are in their 30s, and maybe we'll build long-lasting relationships, and when I'm 80, those 50-year-old people will come and visit me. So yes, make your friendship circle wider than your family or your same age people. And another thing you can do to avoid loneliness is don't waste your time. Don't give your best years of your life to people that don't deserve it and that don't appreciate you. Don't be the meantime for anybody. Open your eyes and see what it is. And if that person's not for you, don't cling on and continue to have a relationship with people that actually do appreciate you and that do want to spend time with you. Because before you know it, you've been with that person 5 years. And what for? Because from the start, they were never meant to be there. Sometimes they just came out of a habit. So why do that if you know you're not going to end up with that person and sooner or later? It's just best to move on and let them go, and then that makes place for a person that will truly be around in old age. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship. And then we can talk more about building relationships in another video. I personally am still working on that section. And then as far as the fear of being poor and dependent on somebody else or the government or charities, let's try to avoid that and just pay ourselves first. If you have $10, pay yourself $1. That's 10%. If you have just $10,000, pay yourself $1,000. 10% all the time, and just increase it as your income increases. And don't just put it in the bank or under the mattress. No, you have to invest it. If you don't know how to invest, then at least buy gold. And I'm not talking about jewelry. I'm talking about real gold. I've seen a lot of people go and buy jewelry and golden jewelry, and they're not realizing that doesn't increase in value over time. If you go and pay $1,000 for a gold chain and you try to go sell it at somewhere, they'll give you half of that. Don't buy diamonds. Actually do some research and get educated on how to invest your money, how to grow your money, and that way you don't depend solely on your Social Security. Because, like, say you can go into your Social Security right now and it will tell you how much you will get in your pension at age 67. And so, okay, I'm gonna get $2,000. But what if that's until 20 years from now? That's not gonna be enough. That's gonna be like the equivalent of $200 right now. So don't depend on the Social Security. You gotta do your own investment. Do what do you call it? A Roth IRA. Do the pension that your company offers. Do that as well, and do your own investments on the side. That way, at least you have your Roth, your pension, and your own investments, and get your whole life insurance. That way, when you do pass away, you're not a burden when you're dead. So be nice and pay for your own expenses for your funeral. And so there you go. It's like, just don't depend on charities. You're gonna fix your loneliness by building your relationships as of today. And if you don't know how to do that, then we can learn together, because I need to work on that. There's plenty of books on how to do that. We're going to be financially free by paying ourselves first and then learning how to invest. And that's another video. And then we are going to take care of your mind, how to not get diseases like Alzheimer's or dementia. A lot of things are very preventable. So we're going to take care of our mind and our body by working out, exercising, weightlifting, being active, challenging our body and our soul. We want to stay happy. Don't get bitter and angry. You gotta stay happy, so you gotta nourish your soul as well, your spirit. And how do you do that? Well, that's another video, because it's very complex. You can't fit everything in one video, but the spirit is your faith, your imagination, your creativity, your motivation, your soul, your energy. So those are the three main things that are very concerning for older people, but let's take care of it now and not later, please. And look forward to getting old. Look forward to those golden years, I call it, because then is when you're gonna be picking the fruit of the trees that you planted. You are gonna be living off the interest of the money that you have invested. You are going to enjoy your body. You will be able to go to Disneyland with your grandkids. You will be able to do the activities that you enjoy right now, like, or even do things that you haven't been able to do right now, like horseback riding or swimming, scuba diving. There's so many things that we can continue to do and learn. So remember, tomorrow, don't worry about it, just remember and prepare for it. Save some for tomorrow and enjoy some today. Later.